It's your girl Alexis Ambitious, back with another conversation with measured discretion. This conversation is long overdue. It's a pattern that I've noticed quite some time ago, and I'm ready to address it because this is ridiculous, and I don't really hear nobody really talking about this. We don't have a drug problem. We have a survival problem. This video explains how entire communities were pushed into self-medicating just to function inside a system that never slows down. And Black communities felt this first and felt it hardest. People like to talk about addiction like it's a personal failure, like people just don't have discipline, like something is wrong with them individually. But when you zoom out, the pattern is obvious. Black communities have lived in survival mode for generations. Chronic stress, economic insecurity, over-policing, underemployment, medical neglect, housing instability, environmental exposure. And when the system offers medication instead of material relief, so people adapt. They don't heal, they cope. This is how a pill population formed inside Black America. Not because people wanted to be numb, but because they needed to stay functional. Pain pills to keep working, anxiety meds to manage constant stress, sleep aids because hypervigilance never shuts off, stimulants to stay productive. That didn't just affect individuals, it affected families, neighborhoods, entire communities. Parents sedated instead of supported, children raised in chemically managed environments. Trauma passed down quietly. And then the music stepped in, especially in the Black community. The entertainment industry didn't create the pressure though, but it did normalize the coping. Listen to the lyrics. Popping pills, perks, Xannies, lean, being numb, being detached, being high enough to survive the lifestyle. What started as artists describing their reality slowly became something different. It became branding. It became identity. It became culture. Black culture. Pain was no longer something to heal. It was something to perform. And the industry rewarded it. The more dysfunctional the coping, the more marketable the image. Self-medication got turned into entertainment. Survival got turned into soundtracks. And numbness got turned into normal. So now you have entire generations learning how to cope from music instead of support systems. And that matters. Because when pills are glorified, self-destruction stops looking dangerous and starts looking aspirational. The industry profits, the labels cash out, and the communities absorb the fallout. This didn't stop with Black communities. When survival stress becomes normal anywhere, self-medication spreads everywhere. Different communities, same pressure. Different packaging. A society that relies on medication to maintain productivity loses creativity, empathy, and innovation. People become managed instead of empowered, functional instead of fulfilled. And I'm not going to keep y'all much longer, but the pill population didn't happen in a vacuum. It started where pressure was highest, was amplified by culture, and spread as survival became universal. That's not a coincidence. That's a design. If this video resonated with you, be sure to hit subscribe and stick around for our next conversation.